Hey there, welcome back to the Path to Zion podcast, where we are rediscovering the ancient way. Thank you so much for taking a couple minutes out of your day, whatever you're up to today, to listen to what we would say here as we ask this question: cows or chaos? A very gentle call to just encourage you to check your attention. Now, if you saw the thumbnail today, don't be nervous. We're not trying to be aggressive here and like draw in a new crowd. I just was trying to come up with something that I had time with, and there you have it. Yesterday I was up and out to work. We'll just get right to it. I was well on my way into, yesterday was about a 90-minute drive to where I was going, and as I'm driving, I received a phone call from my wife, an unexpected one at that, and she went on to say, "You won't believe what happened on the farm this morning. You've only been gone a little while, but you won't believe it." So I'm like, well, is it good or is it bad? I'm not really in the mood for something bad right now. Is it something good? She said, well, it's kind of both, which is complicated. But she went on to tell me that one of our cows, a young one, I might add, had just had a calf. Our son had found them on the other side of our property. He was out going to do a job on our road, and he, of course, turned around and came back to tell her. And the funny thing is, why this is even worth mentioning, is we didn't even know that this heifer, this younger cow, was even pregnant. We didn't know. We had no idea. Now, my wife, she kind of thought, maybe her intuition was, she had mentioned several times, to be fair to her, that she thought that she was pregnant. I said, no, it's impossible. But we had no idea for certain, and I had not even given it any thought, to be clear. Now, a little bit of background about what we have going on here. We live on a small farm just out in the middle of nowhere, thankfully. And several weeks ago, we lost twin calves. So today was yesterday, and today still, because I've been out to the barn, of course. It was this wonderfully unexpected gift. And I went about my day and worked all day, and of course came back home. And when I came home from work, I went out to the barn with my family and met the calf and pet it and, checked it out, all those kind of things. My son and I, we moved some hay bales. We ended the day playing some basketball, and our family thanking Yahweh for another day of his wonderful provision. And in this case, just an unexpected surprise. Do you like surprises? Good ones? I do. Why am I telling you this? And why do I have this silly image on this screen here today? Friends, the masses are in such a state of chaos and unrest right now. Do I really need to tell you that? Does someone else need to highlight this? I have not said anything about anything in the public sector. I barely have in private. I'm trying to be very slow and cautious and discerning of what I see, what I hear, what I find thinking upon in my own mind, in my own heart, my own opinions and imaginations about all of these endless matters that are being hurled at us from every corner. Unrest and chaos, friend, are everywhere. People are scrolling endless videos on their phones. They're flipping channels if you have a television. Video after video, opinion after opinion. The information buffet right now literally has no end. Manipulation that's demanding your thoughts and your attention are at every single turn. I want to keep reminding myself as I remind you that today, this is going to be very brief, a gentle call to check your attention. If you have a TV, friend, turn it off. Stop scrolling social media for an hour. Set your phone down. Turn it off. Turn it off for a day. Do calls, do texts if you need to. Yeah, we have lives that need to go on, but we don't have to sit and go through this constant drivel of opinion. I would encourage all of us to stop giving attention to all of the shouting and the demands and the drama and the emotion of this age. I have written a couple pages already about this. I'm not sure whether it's going to be public. I don't know. I'm kicking it around. trying to sit on it and be patient, because there's no shortage of opinion right now. I don't want to just throw out something that I might feel has even an ounce of wisdom within it to just get buried with all the other opinions that are streaming from every corner of this earth. There are many voices. There are many opinions telling you what to think, what to believe, where to look, what to think about, what to get angry about, what to get emotional about. From every angle now. I'm not a team chooser. Now, you may not have the surprising arrival of a newborn calf at your house today, this week, ever. But what can you unplug from, and then what can you look upon? Because last night, friend, here at our little speck of property, amongst this world and all the things going on, all the patterns within it, we just had a quiet night here, away from the chaos. And friends, it was good. It was good. Our hearts are settled. There's peace in our home. We're not scared. We're not angry. We're not agitated. We're not rallying to change everything. Nor are we chasing after all the evil bad guys because it's time to rise up and be a mighty warrior for the gospel. We're not stirred, friend, in that way, in that manner. And I will say I am stirred, but today is a gentle call to check your attention. That may change tomorrow. I don't know. But what can you meditate on today that's unrelated to this chaos in this hour? Read the Word, friend. Do a Bible study on something you've been putting off for the last several days, weeks, months. Call a friend and talk about something that's not about the news. Pray for Father to open blinded eyes that are overwhelmed by these streams of opinion in this hour that are just consuming people everywhere I look. Cry out for discernment. For those of us who memorialize and celebrate Father's feast, be careful, friend, to keep your eyes on your own need for repentance. Be careful to set your heart and your mind on meeting Yahweh for His appointed times. Those of us who keep the feast, who remember and memorialize Father's wonderful meetings with His people, past, present, future, are about to get into the fall feasts. It's about time for Yom Teruah, trumpets. And then we're going to afflict ourselves and remember the wonderful biblical pattern of atonement, friend. And then we're going to be tabernacling with others and with Yahweh to remember His tabernacling among men, to remember the promises of New Jerusalem. Friend, don't get so distracted that you miss out on these wonderful ongoing works of the Father that are disconnected from this chaos. Disconnected in a way that I'd have to explain. But we're not going to do that today. Set our minds on what Father is saying. There's no use in saying that things are about to get crazy anymore, friend. They already are. My brief advice, not that anyone's asking or more than a handful of people will even get to this point to listen. If you're still here, go tend to something that your eyes can see, friend. People are upended right now from something they continue to see on a TV screen and on the internet and on the phone and through endless streams of opinion and thought of things their eyes will never see, people they will never know, people they will never, ever, ever meet and really know who they are. Friend, you are being manipulated from every angle. But this is a gentle call to check your attention. Tend to something, friend, that you can see, that you can do, that you can experience in your own real life. Regulate your time entering this door to this fantasy land. Friends, this is imaginary living. It's like the Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, the old books which became movies of, and we can all remember, I'm a child of the 80s, born in 1973, and I remember before cartoons would come on or before a program examining a book, and this book would open or a door would open, and in animation, the children would jump into the book or jump through this door, which was like this portal to some other fantasy land, and they would experience what's going on in this other land. Friend, that is a perfect depiction of what is happening right now. It's not real. Spend your time gazing unto things that are eternal. Make sure you're not spending endless minutes, hours, days, weeks gazing into the crystal ball of this created culture world and all that it wants to fill your mind with. Sit in the quiet and watch a sunset. Sit and hold your wife or your husband's hand. Play with your children. What can you see? What can you experience that is real life instead of the propaganda-fueled nonsense of the chaos of this hour? What can you directly affect in real life, friend? Not imaginary emotion and rally cries and responses to make-believe stories. What is truly real? I would encourage us all to put our time and interest right there, friends. For me, for my house, we're going to be choosing to just sit here where we are. I'm not going to defend ourselves. It doesn't much matter. I'm caring less and less about how we're viewed in a good place. We're going to marvel at the surprise arrival of a calf. We're going to move some more hay bales. We're going to talk to friends. We're going to go do things that are real life. And hopefully along the way, we're going to continue to learn Father's ways and meet with Him on His appointed times and devour His Word. We choose deliberately. Again today, what we have been choosing for years now, which is we're coming out of the chaos. We're coming out further and further and further. And friends, I'm just telling you, the further up you get away from the chaos, if we can give a little bit of a metaphor here to put a bow on this, when you are in a plane, I'm from the Midwest. I remember flying out of the Midwest, and when you look down, you see all these patterns because up there it's flat as can be and nothing but you have cornfields, soybean fields, or all these various squared off, segmented areas of large open fields that are different colors and often a little bit different shapes. And the higher up you get, the more you see this patchwork of land that looks nothing at all like it does on the ground. And friend, I'm just telling you from firsthand experience, this doesn't look to me like it looks to seemingly 99.9% of everything else I hear, read, and see. This doesn't look at all like what I'm being told from where I choose to reside. Come out of the chaos, friend. Come out. Be separate. I have a lot of thoughts towards many more things. I may record something. I may not. If anybody cares my 2 cents, there you go. Cows or chaos, friend. This is the most gentle call I can give to any one of us to check our attention in this hour. You've been listening to the Path to Zion podcast. We're continuing to rediscover the ancient way. Let the world fall into pieces. We have our eyes on New Jerusalem and a place where all this nonsense is redeemed and only perfect truth remains. No more lies, manipulation, and ridiculous chaos of men. I am hoping, longing for that day, friend. I'm sure you are too. Thank you so much for listening. Amen.